The huddled masses yearning to breathe free. For centuries, immigrants have made that remarkable journey, that leap of faith, searching for freedom, safety, a shot at the American dream. And the asylum seekers who have arrived in our cities since last spring are writing a new chapter in this timeless story. But as I declared nearly a year ago, we are facing an unprecedented state of emergency. The immigration system in this nation is broken. It has been broken for decades. Today, New York City has been left to pick up the pieces. Since last year, nearly 100,000 asylum seekers have arrived in our city asking for shelter. And while we are past our breaking point, we will never just slam the door of opportunity. We have had productive conversations with our state and federal partners, and they show real commitment to supporting our efforts, but we need additional resources now. The best way to solve this problem is by all of us working together. The state can support us by taking reasonable actions to ease the burden of our city. We need a statewide decompression strategy to help free up space in our shelter system and reduce the pressure on our city's resources. The state recently announced humanitarian relief centers that they will reimburse us for, but we need more. The state can also allocate more funding to match our needs on the ground. And we are willing to work with every locality across New York State to provide support for asylum seekers, because they need to play their part, just like Buffalo, White Plains, and others have. If these actions are taken, they will ease the burden on our city's resources and will enable us to reevaluate the impact on our budget. And while many Republicans in Congress may be holding up critical reform, the White House can help us now. I agree with Massachusetts Governor Healey. The federal government must take action. We appreciate them sending a team from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security to New York City to assess the situation this week. There's more they can do, including expediting pathways to work authorizations for asylum seekers. I have heard it directly from all the asylum seekers I've spoken with. They want to work. There's nothing more anti-American than not letting people work. We're also asking the federal government to declare a state of emergency. This will allow federal funds to be allocated quickly to help address the urgent challenges we face. Additionally, the federal government needs to provide more funding to match the reality of the costs on the ground. Finally, we need the federal government to lead a decompression strategy at the border so cities and states across the nation can do their part to shelter asylum seekers. Because cities like New York, Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, Houston, and El Paso cannot be left to shoulder a national crisis without the proper aid. Again, if we don't get the support we need, New Yorkers could be left with a $12 billion bill. We are going to never reach the point where we're going to do what those governors did, just using migrants as political pawns. We're never going to do that, and we are at the breaking point. What you saw outside the Roosevelt Hotel a few days ago was because, as we stated, there was no more room. There was just no more room. And we had to, until we were able to find new spaces, we had to temporarily have people that was outdoors